My home, sweet home, I'm missing home. Away from home, but I'm close to home. I have made it.
Tawuna for Mankon Chwela, Chukwi Chwe, Gamma Carela, Mankon Badam Care,
Mankon, a geohistoric community constituting a large part of Bamenda in Cameroon, formed as an amalgamation of about 5 different ethnic groups. The Mankon Fondom or kingdom represents one of the oldest monarchies of the grassfield people of the northwest region in Cameroon. Mankon is a prominent first-class fondom, strategically located at the heart of Bamenda, headquarters of Mesam Division of the Northwest Region of Cameroon. Situated about 1,000 meters above sea level, with an estimated surface area of 315 square kilometers and a population of over 2 million inhabitants. This fondom is bounded in the north by Bafut, east by Bamenda and Kwen, west by Ngembu, Metan Bali, and south by Mbatu and Songwa Fondoms.
My father had established diplomatic missions in several villages, and so we are living peaceful with several villages.
We are neighbors. We share the city of Bamenda, and of course anything that concerns Mankon concerns Kwen, and anything that concerns Kwen concerns Mankon.
Mankon has 2 main seasons. That is the dry season that runs from mid-October to mid-March, and the rainy season that covers the rest of the year. Pidgin English is the lingua franca spoken in Mankon, and it is widely spoken alongside the Mankon language called Ngemba. The Mankon Royal Palace is one of Cameroon's major attractions and an important center of traditional artifacts. It is indeed the epicenter of all expressions of the art and culture of the people. The palace has gained fame through the hosting of grandiose cultural events, as well as fascinating traditional performances and festivals like the famous Angwafor, now transformed to the all-embracing biennial Mankon Grand Cultural Festival called Mbomala.
Traditional stuff called like the chief one stuff, they're supposed to come out in their numbers and display at the palace, like what you are seeing right now.
The Mankon Palace also hosts a unique and venerated old age traditional architecture called Atsum, a large sacred palace temple, and the monumental Mankon Museum. The Mankon Forest is a well-conserved and sacred forest with over 123 identified interesting bird species.
Into war with us, you could defeat Mankon, but it is not, you cannot get the king. So it was a place where the fawn can be hidden for the last resort, the last defense area.
The Alanke Heritage Site is the old palatial capital of Mankon, which plays host to amazing tombs and shrines of 7 fawns who passed on, and is considered today as a rest house for palace people. The vegetation is grassland type, and the land is used for mixed cropping. Crops like maize, beans, and cocoyams are the staple crops cultivated and consumed here.
You my cherry cocoa, we are in a so together.
Today, the current fawn and paramount ruler of Mankon is Fawn Asa Angwafor IV. He succeeded his father Angwafor III, who went missing in 2022 after serving for 63 years as 20th fawn in the Mankon dynasty.
My father had established diplomatic missions with several villages, and so we are living peaceful with several villages.
We were driven from other places through other tribes. This must be remembered.
The succession of kings in the Mankon kingdom is patrilineal, and this tradition has been kept for a very long time.
So once we mourn, we then go to the stream or the river where we cast this off, cleanse ourselves, and we are now ready for the new reign. So the fawn, as the fawn came in, and he was stoned, and that stoning is 1, empowerment, 2, cleansing, 3 is spiritual rebirth and rejuvenation. That before that shouting, there was mourning, there was crying. All the women, especially the princesses and the queen mothers, everybody was crying. And then when the fawn appeared, that was the new shout of rebirth, of rejuvenation, of a new reign. So it is, that ecstasy is reminiscent of the new fawn, his celebration and his new reign.
The Angwafor has taken him to different stages. We have witnessed him being shot with stones to give him power. The population has shot him with stones to give him power. And now the Angwafor is going down to show him the new fawn who was found after his father departed. We say in Mankon that he was lost, and now he was shown to the population. They now know him, and he's going now in his traditional regalia to salute the Mankon people and let them see him fully. We have now a new fawn, but it's going to be named today. He has a new name, that will be given to him Angwafor today. The population is waiting to hear this new name given to a new fawn of the kingdom of Mankon. First, the Mankon people wait to hear only from Angwafor and to see the one that has been wheeled by the late fawn. And this one has really been wheeled by the late fawn of Mankon. Angwafor had wheeled the one the Mankon people are seeing now.
Here in the palace to mourn our late fawn. And if you can see what is happening, the entire palace plaza is jammed with everybody dressed in Adzaga. As you can see, we call this one Adzaga, which is a symbol of mourning a fawn. These are palace women, especially the prince and princesses. They are all there in grief, totally depressed because of the departure of our fawn from Angwafor III. So this costume is quite unique. It's only for the mourning of the traditional ruler of Mankon. So it was last used in 1959 when Fondom III, the father of Angwafor III, passed away. So today we are equally putting on the costume. It's quite a unique opportunity because most of those who participated in the 1959 incident or mourning event have gone, and it's quite a young generation. So it's quite a new experience, and you can see the anxiety in the population.
Is an invitation to the whole village that it is happening in the palace plaza. It's a communication instrument, and when you play it, the villagers understand because different rhythms, different messages are passed in different forms on the same drum.
According to history books, in the late 19th century, the Mankon people fought against German colonial forces in a conflict that became known as the Battle of Mankon. A legend holds that the Mankon people defeated a German-led colonial force allied with the Bali people and led by Eugene Zingraf. The two conflicts saw the Germans and Bali forces armed with guns and cannons. But were defeated at the hands of the spear and machete-toting Mankon warriors, with some of Zingraf's men fleeing on foot to as far as Babongo. The Mankon community remained under German control until after World War I, when northwestern Cameroon became a British Mandate territory and later a trust territory. This situation remained the same until the British-administered Cameroons achieved independence in 1961.
central point in the region. It is now mixed up with citizens from most tribal areas, even with foreign people here. So we have to look towards development.
The Mankon Culture and Development Association is a cultural group that brings people of this kingdom together wherever they might be in the world to promote their culture and assist in development projects in the kingdom. The group has branches in major cities and towns in Cameroon and all over the world.
Signifies our tradition, Mankon tradition. Like if you look in front, you will see calabash. This calabash, it is signifying our tradition because they don't do anything without calabash around.
It's all like for us now, we do wear our uniforms during days of our meeting hours because we are in a group of meeting. So we usually wear it during meetings Sundays and last days of the month.
Mankon sons and daughters are championing different causes around the world excellently. One of the most prolific of Mankon elites is the internationally venerated Pan-Africanist and researcher, famous for his exploits in African holistic medicine. Call him the Candastic Prophet, Dr. Fru Richard.
Dr. Fru, we are going to ask you, where are you from exactly?
That is very interesting question. I'm from the northwest region of Cameroon, to be more specific, from Mankon. I think everybody will bear me witness that the northwest region is very rich, especially the Mankon culture is very rich, and that is why most of the time it is the culture of the northwest region that usually present Cameroon out. Yes, so I think we have a very rich culture, which I believe most Cameroonians are quite conscious of that.
Moving forward, the people of Mankon are happy having a new phone, but their expectations of him are enormous given the milestones covered by his father and predecessor. Amongst others, the road leading to the Mankon Palace has been an eyesore. The Fondom lacks potable water and an unstable and poor quality electricity supply. Fon Asa Angwafor IV is only 50 years old and is described as a square peg in a square hole. Time and time alone will tell.
During my 50 years, we have tried to eliminate obnoxious traditions. And so I think our culture, our tradition, our customs can compete favorably with other good modern customs in the world. Which
Tawuna for Mankon Chwela, Chukwi Chwe, Gamakon Karela, Mankon Badam Kare, Bagatua Timtime, was a Bama and